Damian Lewis from Press Sports Nation here at Whitefield Academy in Mableton, Georgia. Boys varsity hoops action. Key region battle tonight between the Whitefield Academy Wolfpack and the Mount Paran Eagles. And when I say battle, that's exactly what this one was. They would need overtime for this one to be decided. It would be Whitefield coming out on top. 79-73, your final score. Shane Goins finishing with a game-high 36 points for the Eagles, but Ian Kelly putting the Wolfpack on his back, finishing with 31 points. Let's check out some of the action.
Strong start in this one for the Wolfpack. Here it's Ian Kelly getting them on the board first as he attacks and finishes with the strong take. 2-0 lead for Whitefield. And then later, Lofton Brown going to work, knocks down the jumper, and it's a 6-1 lead for Whitefield Academy. Later on in the period, Miles Romamu going to work in the paint, and he connects on the jumper, and that gives the Wolfpack a 13-3 lead. Second quarter, here comes the Eagles. Shane Goins knocks down the corner three. Mount Paran trailing 19-12. And then Goins turns and knocks down the fadeaway. And the Eagles trail by 5. And then here, Goins driving and dumping to Dylan Bunyan. Bunyan with the finish. A 7-0 run by the Eagles. They tied up 19 all later. Eagles go on top as Goins attacks straight down the lane. And it's a 26-24 lead for Mount Paran, but Whitefield back on top as Romamu knocks down the jumper, and they lead 28-26. Third quarter, Bunyan with the rebound and strong putback, and Mount Paran trailing by 3, but back on the other end, Kelly kicks it to Cass Peterson, and Peterson knocks down the 3. Wolfpack back up by 6. On the other end we go, and it's Goins. Nice move through the defenders, and that cuts the lead down to 2 as Mount Paran trails 46-44. But the Wolfpack closing out the quarter strong. Romamu drives and then pulls up and banks one in, and that gives them a 56-46 lead. Fourth quarter, Eagles go on another run, down 12 to start the period. Here, JT Scott scores it, and the Eagles trail by 9. And then in transition, going all the way as he slices through the Wolfpack. And it's the Eagles back within 3. And then in the corner, Liam Farrell knocks down 3, and we're all tied up. 58 apiece. And the Eagles looking like they may pull away in this one here. Goins attacks and lays it in. And that puts Mount Paran up 65-60. But the Wolfpack get back in it, trailing by 1. Kelly draws the foul with 12 seconds to go. He'll go to the free throw line with a chance to give the Wolfpack the lead. And here he misses on the front end, but on the second attempt, Kelly is good, and we go to overtime. In the OT period, Wolfpack taking a 2-point lead. Connor Wynn down low, 67-65 Whitefield. The Eagles tie it right back up as Goins goes to the rack, and we're tied up 69 all. But Whitefield getting it done. Brown finds a cut in Kelly, and Kelly able to connect to give the Wolfpack a 75-73 lead. And Whitefield doesn't look back from there as they go on to pick up the 79-73 win. Here's head coach Greg Blythe. Well, his guys gutting this one out.
I just love their resiliency. We got out to that big start at 19-9, and we just continued fighting. Then we were up 12 in that third quarter, and then kind of let our foot off the gas. And I just love when you have to respond to defense, toughness, and rebounding, which we live by. And we just got the stops necessary, and then we just needed some extra time to finally lock in and finish it out in overtime. So great job by Coach Chuck on that other side. Just a Friday night battle that you want in region play in January. It's just what it's all about.
All right, that was an exciting one, but it would be Whitefield coming out on top in this one. 79-73, once again, your final score as they pick up the OT win over Mount Paran from Whitefield Academy here in Mableton, Georgia. I'm Damian Lewis with Press Sports Nation.